welcome back. My name is Kristin and I help you start yoga. In this video, we're going to focus on our wrists and also our arm strength. So this is very beginner friendly. Grab a block or a thick book if you have one, and let's get started. Okay guys, so we're going to start by just stretching out our wrists. So go ahead, and what you're going to do is just place your hands on the mat right in front of you with your fingers facing toward you and just pressing down to the floor, okay? And just feel your forearms start to open up a bit and your wrists. Don't do anything too major. Keep it nice and easy. And as always, we're just breathing through all of this today. Good. We're just getting warmed up. So then now taking the tops of your hands, pressing them down toward the mat now. With your fingers toward you. Just feel a nice stretch there in the wrists, warming up. Good. So important. Anytime I start to do any yoga, I always warm up my wrists, especially if I know I'm going to be doing a lot of flows that involve being on my hands. Good, releasing it. Now nice and easy here, all we're going to do is just do a gentle shake. Okay, so just shaking, getting the blood going to your wrists, your fingers. Actually, if I do this long enough, I'll actually feel my fingers start to release, like the ones that I use the most during the day, like for texting or typing a lot. So it's great for that. Good. All right, now flapping. Nice and easy. And if this doesn't feel good, go really easy or just stop and wait. Just do the stretches we were just doing. Good. Okay, release it. Good. All right. So now what we're going to do is just another little warm up for our forearms now. So what I want you to do is just raise your arms up over your head, and your fingers are splayed out nice and wide. And what you're going to do is start to just clench them. So like starburst them. All right, we're going to do several here. You're going to start to feel the fire in your forearms and your shoulders here. That's good. That's what we want. Good. All right, and release it. Good. Okay, now what we're going to do is grab your block if you have one, or just something that's thick that you can use, and what we're going to do is hold the block long ways, all right? And what we're going to do is start out just with it right in front of us like this, and you're just going to press into the block from both hands. You're in a comfortable seated position, using another block under your bum if you need it, relaxing your shoulders down so you're not up here squeezing, just squeeze into that block. Really start to make those shoulders warm up as you do this. Good. You might even start to notice your arms shake a little bit, and you should feel this, like really just pressing into the block. Okay, now we're going to do, still pressing, bring it up overhead, and do the same thing, pressing into the block. If you need a very slight bend in your arms, go ahead and take it. If that just doesn't feel good on your elbows or your joints, do what works for you. This is your practice. All right, a couple more seconds here, still breathing. Good, release it, good. Now you can put the block to the side, we're done with that. All right, so now what we're gonna do is just come on into a plank. Now, if you're not comfortable in a full-on plank, I'm going to show you on your knees to start. So we're just gonna be here. So a couple notes, so you're on your knees, and your bum is tucked in, so it's not sticking up, it's tucked down, okay? And you're pulling your belly in too, supporting your back, all right? So here we are, and I'll just show you the full modified version. And all we're gonna do is really root through your right hand to start. What we're gonna do is turn onto the side, rotate, that right leg's gonna rotate back slightly. Bring that left leg out straight, just on your right knee. So your weight should be evenly distributed between your right knee and your right palm. You're really facing through all four corners of that right hand. Okay, and you're just reaching up and then come back to center. Just back into that plank with your bum down. And now, sorry, I'm going to turn my back on you for a moment. Other side. Okay, same thing. Right leg is straight here and then back to center. Now we're going to do it again. I'll show you the more advanced version if that's too easy for you. Come up to a full plank. Turn. If not, just stay in your modified and go with me. Turn with your left arm up now. And back to center. And then turn. Right arm up. Now, if you're in full plank or this is still too much, but you want another variation, you can put your top foot in front to help support your balance. Back to center. I'm going to come back on my knees. Let's go again. Left arm up. Good. And back down. And then left arm up. And back to center. One more time. Left arm up. And back to center. You should really feel those arms powering up here. Right arm up. And back to center. Good. Now coming back in the child's pose just for a moment. Keeping in mind, you can always come to child's pose anytime you need the break, okay? You don't have to wait for it. Just come and take a break when you need it. Deep breaths here. Good. Okay. Now what we're going to do is just do a little quick stretch here. I'm going to stay to the side so you can see me. Just clasping your hands behind you or grabbing a strap if you need it and stretching those arms back, opening up that chest for a moment. You can sit on your bum and do this if you don't like to sit on your legs like this. Totally up to you. Just opening up that chest. Good, release it. And now same thing, stretch overhead. Nice. I like to do a little back bend, just a tiny arch here. You don't have to do that. Good. And release it. Okay. So now what we're going to do is a little more for the backs of our arms, okay, to get those. So we're going to come back into that plank on the knees. I'm going to show you the version on our knees here. So what we're going to do is chaturanga down. So we're going to come down. So you're kind of dipping down, kind of like a tricep push-up here, okay? You're on your knees, bum is in, belly's lifted just like before. But you're going to come down, bring that chin down, and then sweep it through. Relaxing your legs on the mat. And you can come into just a little cobra here. Sorry, I went too high. Relaxing those shoulders away from your ears. Pressing through those hands. Okay, that's your cobra. And then bringing it back into either a child's pose. You can come back into a child's pose for a moment if you want, or come up into down dog. And you can do that with bent knees if that feels better for you, okay? So child's pose or down dog. Now, I'm going to come back down to child's pose to show you the transition from this. So child's pose, coming back into that plank once more. Let's do it one more time together. So we're going to inhale, exhale down, chin down, inhale up in cobra, and then exhale back into child's pose or downward dog. Take one breath here. And then come back forward into that plank. I'm going to show you the more advanced version if that's too easy for you. Coming up onto your toes into a full plank, bum is down, shoulders are directly over your wrists, even in the modified. Now modified, do it with me as well. We're going to inhale, exhale, chaturanga, inhale, up dog, so your legs are actually off the floor here. You're pressing through. And then exhale, down dog or child's pose if you're modifying. Good. One big, actually make it two big breaths here. Now coming forward, we're going to do two more. Knees are down. I'm going to put my knees down and do this, but stay up if you want to keep it advanced or give it a try at least once if you can. Okay, inhale, exhale, down, cobra or up dog. Inhale, and then tuck your toes under or go into child's pose. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Good. Now coming back into plank. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up into up dog or cobra. And then exhale, child's pose or down dog. Good. Couple breaths here. One more. Coming back into plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale into our down dog or child's pose. Good. Good. Really reach those arms forward. You can widen your knees a bit, get deeper into that child's pose if you want. Letting your chest drop to the ground, or toward the ground anyway. Good. Okay. All right, bringing yourself up now, our last thing here before we go into a nice little stretch. So coming onto your forearms. And what you're gonna do is you wanna make sure they're parallel with each other, that your arms are, and you're planting through your hands and through your elbows and your forearms. And then tucking your toes under, you can bring your bum up. Now, you might have bent knees here, your heels may be way off the ground, that's totally fine. The goal is eventually trying to drive your heels toward the ground and mostly straightening the knees, but keeping them soft. Good, you wanna make sure your shoulders are directly over your elbows here. Now this is really great for the shoulders. Good. And just breathing here, going into child's pose anytime you need it. I do this one every night. It just feels good too. For my hamstrings. Again, keeping your legs bent if you want, if that's too much. This is a pretty tough move. You can always put a block between your hands if you want, if you're having a hard time keeping your arms parallel. Just a couple more breaths here. Try to hang in there if you can. This is how we get stronger. And on your last exhale, bring your knees down. Good. Okay, last thing here, we're just gonna do a little stretch. So coming onto your side, you're just gonna lay on your side here. We're gonna put, and this is kind of mobility / stretching, so your arm is straight up, so your arm is straight out from your shoulder. And what you're gonna do is just think about pressing that hand down this way. See if you can get it, don't force it, but see how your mobility is. And see how it looks the other way too. Are you able, so I'm not as mobile coming this way. I have an old shoulder injury here, so I have to help it a little bit. And it doesn't hurt, it should never hurt, it should feel good, but just think about your mobility here, okay? And it should be a nice little stretch too in your shoulder area. Good. All right, just going at your own pace, seeing how your mobility is, holding it where it feels good. All right, now gently pressing yourself up with your left hand, switching sides. Same thing, arm is straight out from your shoulder, and just checking on your mobility here. Ooh, this one's tight for me. Just think about flipping it. Really checking on your mobility. We want to be as mobile as possible. It prevents us from, it keeps us from injury and just keeps our whole body feeling better. So if you have good mobility, you're in good shape. And you may find that there are areas you thought you would be mobile in that you're not. That's okay. I'm finding right now that I should probably do this more often because the shoulder's really tight. Good. And again, it should not hurt, so do not push yourself too hard. And you probably can lay down and do this, but I like to sit up and actually see what's going on. So, all right, now pressing yourself up with your right hand, nice and easy. One last thing here before we end, just a little quick tricep stretch because we did do those chaturangas. Just making sure you take good care. Sometimes I like to do a little side bend with it. And then to the other side. inhale, looking up at our hands, and then we're gonna go into cactus. So breathe out of your mouth when you exhale. Let's do it again. Heart center, inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. Heart center, inhale. Exhale. Good. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you liked that. Please leave me a comment, and also make sure you like the video, and make sure you subscribe as well. If you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you hit the little bell so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I will see you guys next time.